the opening match. Remember I said this. Just keep this in the back of your mind. What's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome to After the World Cup. This is going to be a semi-series, as you can say, of everything that's happened after the World Cup. Yes, consistent uploads. They're kind of back. I'm thinking about it, but let's get right into it. I'm going to go kind of fast. Also, scrubs. I have work soon. Third shift problems. Anyway, the first match was Qatar versus Ecuador. Ecuador won 2-0. Is anybody shocked? No. Enter Valencia with the brace. Should have had a hat trick. That first goal, like in the third minute from VAR, on some shit. We should have had a hat trick. And Qatar is now the first country that hosted a World Cup in history to have lost their opening match. That really says something, doesn't it? Anyway, after that was the second match day of what was it? England-Iran, and England with the biggest scoreline of the tournament so far, 6-2. 6-2 against Iran. Really, now all the "it's coming home" motherfuckers are going to be yelling again, but the scores of Jude Bellingham, now England's youngest ever goal scorer at the World Cup, beating Michael Owen. Jude Bellingham being 19, Michael Owen being 22. So Bellingham did his thing. It was Bellingham, Saka with a brace, Raheem Sterling, Marcus Rashford, super sub Marcus Rashford, literally his first sub in the game, and it was like, what, 4-5-1? And Jack Grealish. If you let Jack Grealish score a goal, you're trash. You're trash. And the two from Iran was the main man, Mehdi Taremi. He scored in the 65th minute, and then a penalty in the 90th minute, just for some reconciliation. So there was that game, and then after that was Senegal-Netherlands. The Netherlands won a classic 2-0 without Sadio Mane. Senegal looked toothless. It was a really even game, though, in the first half. But Davy Klaassen and who else was it that scored? Cody Gakpo. The youth really showed up that day. Cody Gakpo and Davy Klaassen scored the 2 goals to put Netherlands first in their group. And really, without Senegal, without Sadio Mane, they look toothless. So we'll see how Senegal does further into the tournament and in the groups. And next is USA-Wales. A lot of USA fans on Snapchat I saw were rooting for it, but nobody gave a fuck in my town. Let's be serious. I live in Minnesota. It's a backwater. It's a backwater. And by that, I mean nobody gave a fuck that the U.S. was playing. Nobody cares in Minnesota. Just nobody cares. Although there's going to be a watch party downtown in my town December 9th, surprisingly, but we'll see how that goes. And the game, USA-Wales, 1-1. And I honestly thought USA would have won. They looked really good. Timothy Weah opened the scoring for Wales, being the first player since Pele to score against Wales. So that's something he can wear on with a badge of honor. And then Wales scored in the 82nd minute from Bale. Clear penalty. Reckless slide tackle inside the box. Penalty, 1-1. And if the U.S. weren't so reckless, they could have won like 3-1 if I'm being serious. So I'm keeping an eye on the U.S. because I live in America. So yeah, I thought the U.S. would have won, but a 1-1. And now we move on to today's matches. Remember that clip I played at the beginning of the video? Never do well at World Cup, Saudi Arabia. 2-1. 2-1 Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia beat Argentina 2-1. Pinch yourself. Pinch yourself. This is reality. Saudi Arabia beat Argentina 2-1. 51st rank FIFA ranking to 3rd place ranking. Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. You get the point. But in the first 10 minutes, Lionel Messi scored a penalty. Pionel Pessi. I'll stop. No. And after that, 3 offside goals were scored. Another one from Messi, 2 from Lautaro Martinez. So it could have been 3-0 game shut book, but no. And in the second half, Saudi Arabia came at them full force. The 49th minute from Al-Shaheri. Sorry if I butchered that. In the 49th minute, and then Al-Dasari from the 53rd minute to bring Saudi Arabia up 2-1. And these guys are so crazy, Saudi Arabia. They declared today a national holiday. They beat Saudi Arabia. Like, what if the U.S. won the World Cup? Would that be a national holiday? No, because they don't care. So by far, the biggest upset of the tournament so far, Saudi Arabia beating Argentina 2-1. Argentina were the favorites, too. And that thing EA said that their supercomputer predicted Argentina to win the World Cup. Did that predict that? I don't think it did. And the next 2 games, Mexico-Poland 0-0. I didn't watch that one because I just knew in the back of my head it would be a 0-0, along with Denmark-Tunisia, 0-0 as well. But Mexico-Poland, Lewandowski missed the penalty. That was about it, really. It was really all even chances. Denmark-Tunisia, I think Christensen hit the post, and that was about it, really. And an offside goal from both sides, but other than that, it was a 0-0. And the other match of France versus Australia, where Australia shocked everybody, opened the scoring first, 9 minutes in. Aaron Goodwin thinking the World Cup curse is happening again. Everybody run. France are going to collapse. They won 4-1. Like, in the back of my mind, I knew France would somehow pull together a win because they still have a decent, somewhat squad. Rabiot scoring to make it 1-1, and then Giroud scores his first goal at an international tournament since 2014 when he scored against Switzerland, and then Kylian Mbappe scores ever since he scored in the World Cup final at an international tournament, and to make it the fourth goal was Giroud again, scoring his first brace at a World Cup and his first brace at a tournament since his brace against Iceland at Euro 2016. Honestly, I thought Australia would pull an upset. I said so in my prediction as well, which unfortunately I got wrong. But I still think France are going out in the group stage. Do not count me wrong on that. We'll see. But Denmark are going to beat France. I know for a fact they're going to beat France. If I meant Denmark, Australia, I meant Denmark, France. Denmark, they're going to beat France 100% because according to this, the last time France beat Denmark was back in 2015 in a 2-1 friendly. But at the World Cup, Denmark have not lost to Australia at a World Cup since, or France have not beaten Denmark at a World Cup since 1998. That's what I meant. France have not beaten Denmark at a World Cup since 1998, and you really think they're going to do it tomorrow, considering they're defending champions and the World Cup curse is looming in the air? I think Denmark is going to pull through. And Tunisia, who knows? They might pull off an upset as well. Because if there hasn't been enough upsets with Argentina, Saudi Arabia, who knows? I think they'll draw Argentina or France and Tunisia. I think they'll draw, but we'll see. I'm not going to predict the future. Yeah, that was all the matches so far. Tomorrow, looking ahead, we got Croatia, Morocco at 4 in the morning. First thing, I'll be at work because third shift problems. Then Germany, Japan, Spain, Costa Rica, and finishing it off with Belgium, Canada. So far, the World Cup is off and running. So many twists and turns. And you just can't wait to see what else, if there's going to be another big upset like with today's match. So Qatar, you got some surprises ahead of you, but your football is, it's like a diamond covered in shit. You're loaded, but you're shit. Because, like, Ecuador beat you. Ecuador have some football skill. You don't. You just have money. That's all from me, guys. I'll see you in the next episode of After the World Cup. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Take care.